Yeah, I think broadly, what most people are looking for at like the very bare bones level of their MES is like your three main APQ values: your availability, performance, and quality. So they're looking for, where can I reduce quality losses? Where can I reduce performance losses, availability losses? And I think even more so, most people from the very get go they just want to know why their line is down. So, for the longest time, like, you have alarms, but they don't always do the best job of like telling you what's going on from like an HFI perspective. So a lot of times if we have like a new customer come to us, the very first thing they ask for is downtime. Like, why am I down? What can I do to get back up? So that broadly is like almost every application I've ever worked on. That's what we do first. And then after that, then you can start to get into some of these other like idiosyncrasies that occur. But that is primarily what I've seen basically across every industry, every vertical that I've seen is just downtime. That's what everybody wants to know. And honestly, I've seen that so often is where, they ask for, we want to know why our line is down. Like, and they might even tell us like, yeah, we've got like every line is connected, to Ethernet, like we have connection. But they have nothing that's actually telling them whether or not the line is down. Or in a lot of cases, they don't even have a definition of what it means to be down. Because in a lot of these systems, like, you might have multiple different cells that are running at once. And like, if one of the cells goes down, like, does that mean your whole line is down? And a lot of times they might not even know that for themselves. So really being able to communicate, like, get those things nailed down from the start, oftentimes is a bigger challenge than like technical portion of it, and coming up with these definitions of like what is what. And oftentimes, like, you get such conflicting answers from like the people who are on the floor. Like, your operator might say, no, this is why it's down. And then management might have a completely different definition of like, this is why it's down. But then in the same regard, like, just, showing up to a client site and like them asking for downtime on a piece of equipment that has no Ethernet connection whatsoever, and then like wondering why they can't get data from it. And it's like, well, it's not connected to anything. So how do you expect us to get data? So I do think there, like, from the get go, some more of those conversations have to be had around like, do you actually understand what you're asking for, before you like want us to go implement it? Cause like, we are only told so much as like a system integrator sometimes. And if you tell us like everything is connected and ready to go, and then we find out that it's not connected and ready to go, like, now we have this huge gap that we have to cross and have to do all this extra work, just because like you didn't understand your own system from the get go.